Today we're going to be talking about identity theft and online scams. First, we're going to review what a scam is. A scam is an attempt to trick someone into giving the scammer money or private information. They will use that private information to get money a different way. The scammer's ultimate goal is to get money illegally. Sometimes they ask for private information instead because people are more willing to give that out. Anyone, even kids and teenagers, can be vulnerable to a scam and lose money or private information. Next, we're going to talk about strict tricks that online scammers will use to get you to fall for their scam. The first thing is that they will tell convincing lies. It's really easy to tell ourselves that scammers are obvious and we wouldn't fall for them. But they're really good at telling lies, and it's really easy for you to fall into their trap even if you know that scammers exist. So we have to be really watchful and conscious of what people are saying to us and think about it critically and see if it seems true. Next, they may pretend to be someone you trust, like a family member or friend, your bank, the government, Amazon, or other stores. You're more willing to give information to someone that you already trust than a random person emailing you. They may also promise something in return for your information, like a free gift card, lottery money, or a free iPad. This will be something that you didn't earn or didn't expect, and it just happens out of the blue. They can also create a sense of urgency or make you emotional so that you don't have time to think it through. They will tell you that the offer expires in 24 hours or that your account will be closed if you don't respond quickly. There are some red flags that warn us that what we're looking at is a scam, so we know what to watch out for. So when we see some of these things, we should be really critically thinking, can I trust the person that's emailing me? First, they're going to ask you to verify account information, like a password or a username. There may be some spelling or grammar errors or strange capitalization, lots of things in all caps. A generic greeting like hello customer instead of your name. It'll say your account is in trouble. It may seem too good to be true. Make you get upset or emotional. Have a sense of urgency, like this offer expires soon. And it has a link or an email address that doesn't make sense. So if it's coming from Amazon, instead of the email address being at amazon.com, it's at amazonwebstore.bit.ly or something kind of strange like that. Next, we're going to talk about identity theft. Identity theft and scams typically go hand in hand. Identity theft is when someone steals your private information to use for criminal activity. It is a crime. It is not legal to steal someone's identity. There are 7 to 10 million victims per year. So this is a pretty big problem in the United States. Identity thieves, if caught, can go to jail or be forced to pay back the money that they stole. But it can be very difficult to catch an identity thief, and a lot of times they get away without having to be responsible for their actions. We need to know what kind of information identity thieves are looking for so that we can be watchful of giving this information out to people that we don't know. They want any personal information that will help them pretend to be you. That could be your full name, phone numbers, your birthday, passwords, social security number, past and current address, account numbers, where you were born, family member names, driver's license, passport number. Anything like that you want to keep private and certainly not share with people that you don't know. So we're going to talk about why do you care if someone steals my identity. It's really easy to kind of write this off and think, I'm only a kid, I don't have money, I don't have credit cards, why would I even care if someone steals my identity? There's nothing to steal. There's actually a lot of consequences. So first, an identity thief can use your name and info to get new credit cards in your name and spend a lot of money. They can open a phone or utility account in your name, and they can pretend to be you if they get arrested. You will also be responsible for what the thief does using your personal information. That means that you have to pay the bills that they rack up in your name. It may take you a long time to find out that someone has stolen your identity, which means they will be long gone and not able to get in trouble. Identity theft can affect your ability to get loans to help pay for college. Getting your identity back can take months or years, and many people have to hire a lawyer. Last, we're going to talk about how can you protect yourself from scams. You always want to keep your private information private and don't give it out to anyone online. Things like social security number, account numbers, passwords should be private only to you. Have strong passwords that are not easy to guess. So passwords that have multiple capital letters and numbers and symbols. They're not simple words. They're not someone's name or your pet's name. And don't respond to emails or messages that ask for private information. So if they're asking for things that seem suspicious, just don't even respond to it, mark it as spam, and delete it. You also want to never click links. You also don't want to click links or open attachments from people you don't trust, because they could be linked to viruses or things that won't install things on your device that will track what you're doing and report back to the scammer so that they can take your personal information and do things with it. Or they may have recreated a version of a website that you trust, like Amazon, that tricks you into thinking that it really is Amazon that you give your private information to.